Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we're going to try this again because we got Chris, and we got Stacey, and we got Kim to discuss Power Book 3, Season 2, Episode 6, which should have been Episode 5 because something actually happened in this episode that's actually worth talking about. So, who's going to do the talking? Let's start with Kim. What did you think of today's riveting drama episode?
Way better than last week. Way better.
Way better than the whole series.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole season at least. But why? What'd you like about this episode?
It had some action. It had some realism in it, except for the one scene where the police came right away. No, New York City does not work like that. The police, unless the police are around the corner, and sometimes even if they're around the corner, they don't come that fast. They don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, right. It took. I was like, not in that neighborhood. They know where the fuck they would have came that fast. Like, they'd be like, somebody getting the ass whooped in Queens. It'd be all right.
Yeah, they'll be in the bodega drinking their coffee and be like, "Oh man, some old lady just got robbed. I gotta finish my bagel, man." Okay.
So, all right. So that's what you couldn't get past. I was like,
no, there's a lot of other things, but that. There's another one where Famous. Remember when Kanan grabbed the chain back from Freddie?
Yep.
And then now he popped that chain.
Right.
Well, how did Famous have the chain on walking down the street?
Don't make no damn sense.
Did he have the one on? Because in the apartment he didn't have a chain on. So I was like, wow, the magic of editing.
What? I was like, not once but twice that chain got ripped off.
Exactly.
All right, but all right. So we got
It was better.
It was better. Yeah, we moved in the right direction. Stacey, well, what you got?
It was okay. Crown is dead. Yay. This is the best acting I've ever seen him doing. Like when he was getting strangled. How pink he got. I was like, this is so realistic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I thought he really got choked. I was like, wow.
Oh shit!
He looked like he was really getting choked.
Yeah, he looked like he was really getting choked. Yeah.
He's a method actor. He's like, cut off my air. I need to make sure people can believe this death. I was like, take 5, wake him back up. Shit, wake this dude back up. I was like, oh shit, I think he did.
Nobody's gonna kill Albie Shore's son. Okay, nobody's gonna do that.
I was like, need to. I was like, one down.
Diddy.
That's Diddy's son.
Diddy's son. You're right.
One down, one to go.
Which one is?
Oh, Famous. Famous needs to be next on the death.
Oh, you're killing off all the light skins, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Famous is definitely dead. Freddie, or the other guy's gonna kill him.
I was like, he needs to. I was like, Chris, what you got?
I wasn't done.
Oh, my bad. What's up?
No, I wasn't kidding. Go ahead.
I was like, Stacey said that. She was like, this is all right. All right, I'll say something positive. Crown is dead. Chris, what you got?
Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. It was all right. I mean, like everybody said, I was happy that the homie Crown's dead. I was hoping that Freddie actually murked out Famous though, but his day's coming. Obviously, there's already foreshadowing that Lou is next. Clearly, that's definitely foreshadowing it. Whatever. So shout out to Freddie though. I say shout out to Freddie because Freddie finally brought the Kanan that we kind of wanted. Hopefully next episode he ain't making no meatballs. All right. So let's just hope that what he just did to Freddie was a turning point or not. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Jukebox, I didn't know she had a body like that, but all right, I ain't mad. Go ahead, girl. Speaking of that,
gonna get covered up again.
Speaking of which, what's her name? Paloma or whatever? The mother who gave
the
Kanan,
MILF of the year.
Bruh. Kanan, if you don't stop fucking around, and just start, going to the house more often, bruh. I'm just saying, man.
Is this to American Gigolo? Like, what do we?
Bruh, I know, right?
All I'm saying, huh?
Is this American Gigolo now? Like sleeping with older women?
No,
bruh. I'm talking about that woman in particular.
This is The Graduate. This is The Graduate. Yeah. He's got
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, are you trying to?
That's Mrs. Johnson from that's Miss Johnson from Friday.
Oh, Miss Parker.
Yeah, Parker. Yeah, sorry, Miss Parker. Yo, it's like, when you gonna let me fuck? Like, what you say? What you say, baby?
Right now, baby. I'm sorry,
like,
you had me at hello.
That's what that was.
I was,
bro. I mean, it's clear though too. Like, I had to not get distracted by her, like, whatever. But it's clear that both her and her daughter, especially her, that they ain't who they say they are. Clearly, you know what I mean. I already kind of predicted couple of episodes ago that they're probably their goal is to kind of maybe basically spy on Kanan or whatnot, kind of infiltrate the whole thing to kind of see what Brock's up to or whatnot. So just a matter of who's their boss, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so yeah, she just randomly have a gun like that, like random, like, and she's all of a sudden cool to hang out with the kids. Nah, man, that's sus, man. That's sus. And she putting down that P, like, kind of distracting the little niggas. Like, we know what's up. Stop that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Other than that, pretty good episode. I didn't like in the previous show that Symphony is coming back. So y'all said like, oh, he gone. Well, he back. Okay. He's back. And it looked like he was in a couple of scenes in the next episode. They showed him a couple of scenes, like him driving away and him getting caught up talking to the police.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So I remember laughing because I remember one of y'all, or like two of y'all, were like, "So, oh, good, he's gone or whatever." I'm like, "Nah, somehow they're gonna bring his ass back." And sure enough, I looked at the previews. I'm like, "No, there's
no point in him. Like, she's with Cartier now. Cartier, whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah.
So the good guy.
I don't think so though. I don't think she really is. I think she's going to let him think that. She's going to let him think that.
I know that she's using him to kind of get into his head to figure out how he's doing what he's doing. I know that she is doing that. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, episode was cool. It's cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I say again, by far the best episode of the season, and that's not saying much because this has been mostly trash. But I was like, Crown looked like said his wig was gonna come off. I was like, hilarious.
Yeah, I thought the wig was about. I mean, that little Brillo pad he got up on there. I was waiting for it to
that's his
hair.
To
his forehead.
It looked ridiculous. Like I felt again. I was watching All the Queen's Men. I felt like this could have been Madam, like choking out like one of her victims. I would have been like, of course, because this death is taking way too long. And
it's supposed to take long.
I was gonna say,
that was actually realistic.
Don't you watch like crime TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch crime TV,
you know it takes somebody else.
Yeah, and it's it's an intimate act, so it takes a long time to do. It's not easy to do. It takes a lot of strength too.
Matter of fact, even that one, I felt like that death was kind of too fast because typically speaking, it takes like about 10. It takes about 10 minutes to like kill somebody.
Really get it? I mean?
Yeah. And it's
in TV time, we seen people get choked out much faster than this. That's what I'm saying. Like
so do it in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, like when somebody said it too. When Ghost killed Jason in the elevator. Like I was like that shit.
And also Amari Hardwick is like a powerhouse. Okay, like his body is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
this
is Lulu. This nigga's arms. Have you seen him pick up his women and just? I mean, come on. So.
But he has tiny women though.
I mean, yeah, like Angie's like this.
It's not like he was screwing Lizzo.
It doesn't matter. He got the power in the arms to actually strangle someone. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
And Jason was a former football player. I mean, he was a good stout dude. Anyway, I mean, I thought maybe it was just because Crown's acting or whatever. I just felt like it took a little bit too long. But I mean, it was cool. Like I was like, all right, at least he's dead. Either Lou and or Famous need to be next, so we can be done with this music shit. And just
I think Lou will be later on. Famous is gonna die before Lou.
All right, I just need both. I think Famous this season, Lou maybe next. I know Lou this season. Lou's going this season. Famous is going the distance. Sad to say. Like I don't see Famous going anytime soon. Love Unique and how he said to Rack, as long as I can sit next to you in the car, ride to Jersey. Unique. We said before. Unique and Marvin need to be the focus of this show. Like everybody else is secondary. Like by far. Unique talked his way into Raquel's head and was like, you know, Lou ain't really about this life, right? And she's like, shit, he ain't about this life. I mean, it's like he did all that, then completely off camera for some reason. He hooks her back up with the Italian dude who he stopped from getting ass raped, who would then turn out to be a friendship that somehow was relevant to the Raquel situation. And I'm like, all of that off camera? Like,
they don't have time for that.
Because they got to do camping.
Yes.
Because they got to do studio time.
Yes. And they have to have the Italians yelling at each other about racial stuff.
We got to see Howard sitting in a diner.
Yes.
Again.
Whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because off camera, he negotiated a meeting with his son for this would have been the third meeting.
Yes.
And he goes, here's those blood test results I should have gave you in the first meeting when I said I'm your daddy.
But when you came to my house and we had that conversation for however long.
Right?
Right.
But he said, fuck it. I'm going to wait until you off camera call me and go, hey, could you get my friend out of holding? Howard hasn't even been to work since season 2, right?
No, because isn't he recovering?
He's on convalescent leave or whatever.
Yes, I mean,
so
he got shot.
So how does he have the authority?
He looks absolutely fine to me.
Me too.
I mean, he
looks healthier now than before. He was running around.
Yeah,
I mean, he
got a whole new lung and kidneys or whatever.
Yeah. Cancer's gone.
Yep.
Dick's working.
He lost some weight. He lost some weight. Yeah.
Coma helps you lose weight, and
well, coma actually doesn't help you lose weight, but you're not moving.
With Howard,
but you ain't eating.
You eat through a tube though.
So
the tube, but you ain't getting no weight through no tube though. You know, they ain't putting no Big Macs or no fried chicken.
Ain't no milkshakes going in there.
Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. Like you might get some applesauce, maybe.
Omar Epps was method acting, so because he did lose a lot of weight in real life. Like he lost a ton of weight for that role. Yeah.
If his dick
is he all right? Is he like doing the whole Martin Lawrence thing where he lost all that weight to try to get his ex-wife back or something?
No, he's still with that girl.
He's happily married.
He's still married to girl from Total. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've been married like 20 something years, like over 20 years. Yeah.
All right. Congrats. Celebrate Black Lives.
Did you see his young picture when he was actually attractive?
When they pulled his file. When they pulled his file.
Oh, what was that from Juice? What was that from Basketball? What was that from? Love and Basketball?
The Woods. It's from the Woods.
The Wood. It was something like that. Yeah, it was the Wood. Yeah.
But again, if the man dick is working, why is he not back at work? And then he comes in.
Well, I mean, if you get 6 weeks off, I'm gonna take 6 weeks off. But how do you feel better or not?
No one asked questions like, how does Detective Howard come off sick leave, come in and interfere with four cops case of arrest to go, hey, I know you just ran this guy down. He's getting out right now. Who the fuck are you? And why are you?
And nobody questioned why he had a bag full of money in his bag.
And no one asked those questions.
Nobody questioned how his mixtapes are in the trash.
Because remember,
a bunch of crack valves sprinkled in between it.
Like nothing. Burke. Let's talk about this. So,
Burke's so dead.
How y'all feel about the sex team between Burke and her twin?
Yo,
I fast forwarded through it.
It was so weird. I hate to say this, but I thought I was watching Game of Thrones. I was like, yo, is she going down on her own sister? Like, what's going on here? It was so weird. It was so weird. I'm sorry. I know I'm not.
She wasn't really going down because this is her thigh. Okay, this is her thigh. She was right here. I was like,
she was at the knee.
Lower.
She was at the knee, girl. I'm like, your tongue ain't that long. Like, you need to get closer. Now, clearly, we'll talk about that when we talk about American Gigolo because old boy was there. But anyway,
he was in the place, wasn't he?
I was like, he was like, yo, put your tongue, keep tongue in mouth. We have regulations against this shit. Anyway, we are getting off track. This sex scene was completely unnecessary because we don't know who the fuck this character is.
I don't even care.
What we should have had was Zisa getting it in the studio. Like that would have made some sense. Like, I mean, it's where they're going.
But
Also,
Louis
she's
is upset right now. Everything's going on with him. He doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah, that's the perfect time to have sex. Haven't you
Right?
watched movies? That's a perfect time.
That's-
Yeah. Think of Halle Berry in Monsters Ball. Oh, my son just died. Make me feel good.
Oh, you mean the scene that she won an Oscar for?
Damn right. So if she want to win the Oscar, you better get on. You better do
That is the most embarrassing scene of her entire career, and she won.
Have you not seen Catwoman?
Nah,
have you not seen Catwoman?
Well, yeah,
This
Catwoman is pretty bad, but she didn't win an Oscar for Catwoman.
She did Catwoman after the Oscar.
I forgot about Babs.
Yes, she did.
I was like, damn it. I was like, anyway. So I'm just saying of relevant fucking like Zisa, especially when she's like, when I'm in the studio, I feel that mic as a dick, and I'm singing to that dick, and I think about the man who's that dick is attached to, and since it's black, I'm thinking about you, Lou. I was like, so we're gonna get the fucking, is that what we do? Like, why are we still playing around with this? Or to what Chris and I were looking for, Palomar should have been like, I know what you need, baby. You need this gun and a hand job. I was like, let me show you how to grip this gun. And then she grabs his crotch. And I would have been like, let's just see where this goes. Because
I gave you this gun. Do you have any bullets?
What?
So is this you guys rewrite?
Do you know how to
rewriting now? Okay.
You know how to squeeze
segment of rewriting?
Yes.
Do you know how to work it? Do you know how to work the trigger?
She's like, let me get behind you and let me put my hands around you and show you how to squeeze it, son. I was like, what are we doing right now? Also, y'all putting too much effort into Palomar.
Do we need to leave them alone? Like, they getting a little hot under the collar.
I was like,
what y'all just talking about Marty Harvey just a second ago?
Let them
what
stay up here and handle their business.
Y'all literally was just talking about Omar.
I'm okay, Cam. Let the men have their space.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah, it was too much. Also, how does dumbass Kanan think he's gonna bring two knives to a gunfight? Like, you just got a gun pull on you, and again, we need to find some knives and.
But that was just to show how naive he is. I mean,
he's not. He's murdered people. He's buried bodies. He's cooked crack and killed half the crackhead community. He's not.
It doesn't make it. Again, they're acting like this.
He ain't got no guns at home. He got two gangster uncles
and a mama
who's a gangster.
Well, yeah, he wasn't gonna tell his mother that he lost the stash money.
That's true. Also, but he could have ran home and just ran upstairs, went through their stuff, and then came back out of the house. I mean, a lot of kids do stuff like that.
Why was it? It didn't make any sense. And then again, for plot convenience, Freddie just laying there letting Kane whoop his ass. Like, I'm like, you are bigger than him. Like,
and then the other guy's like,
I can't do anything.
Y'all thugs. What is this?
Like, where's that?
No, that to me, that whole scene with Kanan and Freddie was so fake because Freddie could have knocked the shit out of Kanan.
Well, he had a gun though. He had a gun point right at his face.
He could have knocked the gun out of his hand.
He could have slapped the
shit
y'all
watching too much. Y'all watch too much Dale Thomas videos from the Detroit Urban Survival Training.
So once Kanan put the gun down. No, wait a minute.
I'm gonna show you
how put the gun down. Nope. When Kanan put the gun down and he turned around, Freddie could have rushed him and just punched him in the back of his head.
Exactly.
He didn't do any of that.
Wasn't gonna do nothing.
He just stood there like this.
Right? He laid there on the ground with his hands down, letting Kanan whoop shit out of him. Because again, like you said, he didn't finish pistol whooping him. He just put it in the back of his pants because he's the thug. And all of a sudden, he's like, boom, boom. I was like, come on, bro, you're not even trying to fight back. I'm like, because he's Kanan. I was like, shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck about this dude. You robbed him 10 minutes ago.
He looked in his eyes, and all he saw.
He saw the dragon.
Yeah.
He saw the dragon.
He saw the dragon. He saw nothing but hell and Satan. And that's why he was like, wow, that guy's going to grow up a badass, and I need to leave him alone and take this whooping. That's what it was.
You know what they should have did? If they want to, tie it to something we know, he should have, for some reason, went to the kitchen that this guy had, for some reason, got a knife, cut out his tongue, and put it in his hand, and be like, don't fuck with me. I was like, I just saw that scene in book one. I was like, that shit was baller. I was like, just
wait a minute. What scene was that? I don't even remember that.
When old boy was talking shit about Tommy, when you meet Dre, like episode 2, and then at the end of the episode, that dude is sitting in the back of the car with his tongue in his hand.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
I was like, baller. I was like, Kanan is no one to fuck with. I was like,
wasn't that Two Bit's friend?
Dre's friend.
Dre's friend. Okay. Oh, Dre's friend.
Because he was like, when I ask you if somebody is trustworthy, your answer can't be sorta. I mean, he was like, don't go take care of this. I was like, damn it. Burke is definitely dead this season because she now knows that Kanan is Howard's son. No, she's somewhat. Have you noticed she's not investigated one thing to do anything with criminality? Like, not once.
She about to. You saw that quote crackhead. There's a reason why they focus on that crackhead's face. When I feel like that crackhead is gonna let her know that he witnessed Kanan shoot Howard.
As Stacy pointed out, he is a crackhead.
Are you saying that crackheads don't have no relevance? Like they're
I'm saying in power,
they believe particularly reliable. I wouldn't think.
No,
we're talking about power here.
Was he high at the moment? Crackheads
are always high.
Actually, I think he was getting high when he saw Kanan that night.
Exactly.
Like, in fact, he told the cops, "I'm high." Like he said that. Like I was so. Also, Burke should have did that. I don't know, episode 1, because she should have talked.
I agree.
This shit should have happened episodes ago. Like,
but you know where they're going. You know, like the fact that they focus on. You know,
But this is that bullshit. Like, what you've been trying to get with your twin. You've been going down fucking Howard's police records. I'm like,
this is what I want to understand. Can you guys, anybody, even in the chat? Why is Burke so obsessed with this? Do you notice that she has not worked any other case? It's just because this.
That's her partner, and she cares deeply for him.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yes.
I don't know. I need to find out that somehow
she didn't even like him in the beginning. She hated him. She didn't like him in the beginning. Remember?
Yep. I believe when Howard was undercover dealing with Raquel, Howard and Raquel set up DEFCON. That would be something, but that would imply we know who DEFCON is, like we've seen them or a flashback or something. I mean, we saw his brother, but like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm like, and I don't know. What's crazy is that Burke is the only policewoman in the police department that realizes that a cop was shot. I'm saying the other cops care, but I'm saying if the victim doesn't remember, then they're like, hey, when you remember, we'll take care of this. Burke is she's going into his family business. Let's back it up. At this point, she's trying to figure out who his kid is as opposed to who shot him. Like, her conversation with her twin was, he has a son. Oh my God. Like, who gives
a big deal? Like, I don't understand, because he said he didn't have family in the beginning. Now he has a son. Why is this relevant? Like, I don't.
None of this, like Chris said, it all goes back to Kanan. So crackheads can be like, hey, when I was getting high that night when the cop was shot, I saw that.
The way he was staring at Kanan, I was like, okay, so now they're gonna piece this together.
What about the blood that Kanan wiped on the jacket? He wiped his bloody hands on Unique's jacket, and then fucking Marvin put that jacket in fucking Unique's closet. Right. Like, you got DNA that ties him to this shit. Also, once again, dumbass Raquel makes no effort to send security with her son who's making a financial run. No one goes, we're going to send someone with this 17-year-old who's going to walk crack money to the bodega.
And he goes and gets
from the projects to the bodega.
And she still is putting money in the fucking bodega.
Yes.
Like,
she's
her
dumb.
dumbass. Hold up, wait. When did they start having meetings in the nightclub?
Oh, they took a book out of Power Book 1.
When they went back to the same club that, by the way, Symphony works at, which somehow he wasn't at work today, but that's where they met.
He had class.
That's why it will be in next episode. That's why
I'm like, we finally meet the club owner who we should have met in season 1. And all Marvin wants to do is find out while Deep Throat how she got married. Like, why is Marvin so obsessed with Deep Throat? Like, why is he working so hard to figure out why she got married? I don't understand this.
I don't know. That whole storyline doesn't make any sense. They had ended the storyline but by letting him out of jail or letting him go to the anger management thing. So I don't understand what is the tie? Why do we need to continue this storyline? It doesn't make sense to me.
Like I don't know. I don't trust Zisa. Lulu is going to have to work with Zisa because she knows about Crown's body. She looked just like Aaliyah at that. That's the woman I was like, okay, she looks like Aaliyah.
That's
when I said it. When she put the bandana, I was like, clearly they were like Aaliyah right here. And I'm like, so she's the new Holly.
But it's weird though that she didn't have any real reaction to a dead person. I'm like, that bitch is like something, she gangster somewhere. It's either her family, her brothers, or uncle, something's going on. Because you see a dead body, if you have never seen a dead body, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Right.
She was just like,
so we gonna do something about this.
So what's up? Yeah, what we gonna do? What?
Wait, Chris. This is really for Chris.
Oh.
Should we leave?
Oh, we need to leave.
You might want to step away from this one. Chris, after Kanan whooped the shit out of Freddie, I wanted him to go back to Palomar and be like, here's the gun. Wait, then we take it to Holly. She licks the blood off his hands, and it's like,
wow.
Let's do.
It's
remember,
like,
remember when she did that? Remember when she did that? I was like,
that's right. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, Holly's like, it's okay, Tommy. And then next thing you know, she's riding on top of Tommy.
He's like, fuck. But I was like, I was like, that's what we're doing with this, right? That's where we're going. I was like, my bad, ladies. All right, I just want to get that off my chest.
We're back.
Speaking of,
I think we will see that though. I think we will see that.
Well, in the age of HIV, I hope so. I hope we don't.
There's a lot of things they haven't even discussed. I mean, HIV is one of the many things going on in the 90s. All of a sudden, okay, hold up. Let's get back to Raquel's unrealistic image of herself and her operation. Because after she gives her soldier speech, trying to rally the troops, when you see that many people in that room, don't we again start asking the question, why does she still go to see the Italians with no security whatsoever?
She gangster. What you talking about? No,
it doesn't. Kim has said this so many times. Like, why are you driving? It makes no sense. You have a club full of dudes, and you don't take any. Every time Italian dude shows up, he has at least 4 people with him just to be there, because he got sense. My bad.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay,
I was like, what in the world?
I was so mad. I'm about to throw my glasses. I was like, this don't make no damn sense. I was
it doesn't make sense. I mean, she brought Lou and she brought
Marvin, like always. Marvin.
And I'm like, I understand those are your brothers, right? I get it. One's young, one's old. What they are not, you need more. You need more.
Especially when you go see the Italians who tried to murder you.
The whole thing could have been a setup, and the Italians could have just killed all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, that's the same place that they met in Godfather of Harlem. Like when they showed up, and I was like,
it looks like Coney Island.
It is. It has to be. I mean, the exact same place. I was waiting for Rack to
have. Did
Monet
and her husband go out there?
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
They went on a date there. Yeah.
Did Rack forget Unique tried to kill Kanan on 2 occasions last season? These writers forgot about last season.
They said it's not personal.
Also, when Rack once again says, my son needs to learn the business, no one brings up the fact that he, again, as we said, made up his own batch of crack that killed half the crack population. Crack.
That's old news.
Like,
old.
What happened to the gas station operation that he brainchild, which was actually successful? That just went nowhere. Like, he's been at the stash house, he's made crack, he sold crack. Raquel still doesn't know that he stole drugs and money. None of this has been acknowledged. How is Famous living his best life in this?
Well, he won't be now because Crown's dead.
Kanan paid for that. Kanan's the one that stole the money. So how is he still living
there?
I
mean, you still have to pay rent on a monthly basis.
But that was coming from. That had nothing to do with Famous. That was Kanan's money. Famous just got him.
Right, but I'm saying, well, yeah, but where's Kanan gonna get this money?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that should have been part of this conversation. Hey, Kanan, I need a couple more dollars because rent's due again. I'm like, and then Famous is telling us how he's got hoes lined up in different area codes. I'm like, in this piece of shit room, there's no way, bro.
Oh, girl. Yeah, I mean, David, no. Some women, women, they will do it.
I was like, you still in high school? I don't know. It's doing too much. They're doing too much. Why would she be doing business with him? I think you mean who's him? The Italians or Unique? Famous is done by the season. I hope you are correct with this. How did
Cartier is some kin to Zisa? Why do you think that, DeMarcus?
They're related. They said that. That's his niece or something. He said.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I thought he said that.
But like he said that, but then I thought she countered that and said, "Well, not really." Like I think it was just like more
like a play niece.
Like you know how sometimes people say, "Yo, that's my niece," but it was more of like I look after you like a niece, but not really. I think that's.
Like people say I'm your god. That's my godchild, and that they never church again in their life.
Yeah, you ain't even see him get baptized. Yeah.
No. Exactly.
Okay. Thank you for that segue. How is it, as much as this is a family drama, right? Raquel is the de facto parent / mother for Jukebox. We've established at this point.
Yep.
We've had no conversation of, hey, Kenya, what are you doing with Jukebox? Like, don't hurt her. Oh my, why this girl's wearing dresses? Oh, she's going to church. Like, none of this has come up. Like, Mama, won't you come see where I live? Won't you come meet like my family? Like, none of this.
Well, Jukebox knows that her mother knows the family, but I think Jukebox right now is just concentrating on the fact that she's with her mom. Like,
but Raquel should be like, if she's trying to be she finally told Marvin, you don't put your hands on your daughter, which again, that should have happened in episode 1 of this season. Mm-hmm. She don't go, hey, you left this girl 15 years ago. What is your intentions? Don't hurt. Like, that's usually what they do in these kind of situations. I mean, hence, This Is Us. You know, like, I mean, that's
what Marvin pretty much said to her when he went to go see her. He, like, you know, you're going to come back and what did he say? Something about cake or whatever.
Oh, that's what he said to Rock, that she's going to blow off the birthday candles after the party's already put together.
Right, a metaphor. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, but then I'm like, and then she don't bring up, well, you were a crackhead, I had to leave. Like, we don't even know why she left 15 years ago.
They're not going to tell us the real reason. Hey, shut up. They're not going to tell us the real reasons yet. So they're trying to drag it out.
All right, because I'm like, this is becoming. How did Marvin know where she lived?
I thought Rock took
the white pages, as we said before.
She said Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Harlem's a big place.
Yeah, Harlem is a big place.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not actually huge, but it's too many people for them to.
Are you assuming that off camera she just wouldn't tell him?
Well, she doesn't know because Bert. The only reason Jukebox knows is because she got Bert to give her the address, so she should know. To my point, that she's never been over there. She never even talked to her, which would solve the issue of. At least I've been over there. I checked it out. That's what I'm saying. So it was plot convenience, but it still kind of irritated me.
I would imagine though, if you're a Marvin, you would have way more resources than Jukebox would to find somebody. You know what I mean? It just, you know, I mean, Jukebox had to use a cop. Marvin probably, like, once he found out that she was in the city, she was like, yo, I you know what I mean? Like, I would imagine he would have way better.
Didn't he find Scrappy's cousin to interrogate her? So it's not that far.
I'm saying it would have been a good scene if he, like, I don't know, followed his daughter, like found her.
What if he Googled it on Kanan's map?
What?
He used to Googles.
In 1991.
Googles wasn't
or
around.
Netscape.
It was Ask Jeeves and Yahoo.
I was like, Marvin should have told Rock that Jukebox spat in his face. Yeah, there's context to that, right? Like but I see your point.
But even if it doesn't. That is disgusting. He could have slapped her for that, but what he did was it was excessive.
Yeah, he went too far.
Yes.
He went too far. Rock wanted to meet the Italians in public so the Italians wouldn't kill them. yeah, but they still could have killed them. You know what I'm saying? Like the one, they know where she lives. They actually did try to kill them. And the first time they met, she then only brought her and her two brothers. She doesn't understand the word security, like, or business.
And Italians kill people in public all the time. Guess why? Because they know you better not testify. You better not say anything. So
back in the day, yellow pages off camera. Like that's all right. Let's go with that. I can't wait until Kenya finds out about jukebox sexuality. Yes, that will be the end of that relationship because you can't tell she don't like none of the outfits. Let's talk about that. How is it that Marvin didn't notice, as Chris and I did, that sweater vest was doing it right, and go, hey, Lou, because Lou said you ain't fuckable, so that's why we can't put you out there as an artist.
Right.
That has been fixed. So I'm like, Lou don't go, hey girl, if you were dressing like this, fuck Zisa. Like we can get you in the studio now. Now you're something. Because even
that's next episode. Or the episode after that episode.
Oh, all right. I'm like, give me, like, she's been doing this for a while too. This ain't her first time like trying to look like a girl, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you would think that this would have been something. Cause yeah, that sweater, that vest, that dress, I was like, yeah.
We need to make it again. Let y'all.
I'm just saying. I'm acknowledging.
No, it's not on that level. You're good here. Just
yeah.
But it might evolve to that, but not yet.
He seems to be single, guys. I mean,
I was like, yeah. Anyway, all right. So let's get back to Cartier and his kingpin scene. I felt like I was watching Netflix.
I said, bitch. I said, load it up.
I thought he was a pimp. I had to like remember that this dude is not a pimp. Like, who slapped somebody?
Yo,
American Jeweler.
Yo,
yes.
What are you doing? He put all the hands on that too. Also, I just feel like panties fell off. I feel like somewhere Raquel was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." Because all of a sudden he was like, "Would you like to go walk away?" She was like, "Well, yes, I would, big man." I was like, "You got big hands and you understand business," because I completely don't. And you figured out there's drugs in Baltimore? There's crackheads in Baltimore? Wow. There's crackheads in
DC, Norfolk.
I was like, oh my God. I don't watch it.
He should have said Virginia Beach too. They're there too. Virginia
but I'm like, this is
Norfolk are like this. Too.
But this is 1991, right? So shouldn't the crack epidemic be like national news?
Oh, like, absolutely. It's everywhere. So
why is she like, oh my God, I never thought about DC and Baltimore. That's a whole new untapped market.
For the same reason why people never leave where they live. They've never gone on a vacation. They've never lived in any other place. Like if you live in DC, if you were born in DC, you die in DC. You have never left DC. But then we find out that she has family in Virginia Beach, right? So yes, I mean, some people, they go visit their family. True. Sometimes some people don't do that. Some people do not leave. So Unique said that. Unique said she was like, Lou, they all said, hey, get out of here, go establish business somewhere else. He's like, Queens is all I know, and I ain't leaving. Like he's one of those people. Right. And then but I'm like, she was like, oh, but then right before that, remember, she's like, we're going international. We're going national, guys. We're building this shit like this is Snowfall or some shit. I'm like, but you haven't figured out that there's crack in DC? Like, that's East Coast, girl. And like, that a bodega is not a bank? Yeah, but... And you only got one security guard in there that someone could just hit in the head and take all the money. Speaking of that, she don't go, hey, Kanan, how was your money running day? Because that's what I tasked you to do, right? Oh, like, yeah, she didn't say not a word about it. Not one word. What you been doing all damn day or something. Like, she's like, stop it, man. Like, stop it. Anyway, Cartier Dune was trying to be Lucius Lyon with the slap. No, I would say Lucius Lyon totally belongs to Lulu. When Lulu's sitting up there mixing, he's like, all I got is this mix box in this studio that I just bought maybe 3 months ago. And then Zisa walks in. She's like, I'm going to fuck you, Lulu. I was like, damn it. And now Lulu got to buy more equipment because Killing Crown knocked out all this. I think he did it on purpose. Knocked all the stuff out. Like, you going to kill me? I'm fucking up the studio before I go. Destroy the studio. I was like, hilarious. Hey, he's gonna bury him in the studio.
behind the wall, behind the mixer.
Let's hope
I
not.
hope they learned their lesson about that.
Yes.
That's what I need.
I saw to stop this.
No, I think they're gonna get Cartier. Like next episode looks like he's talking to Cartier. Lou's talking to Cartier, and then Cartier's like, "You owe me," or whatever. So I think Cartier is going to be their way to And now go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, now he owns Bulletproof Records.
Like, see, here's the deal. You guys. This is
so your partner disappears and you just automatically own everything. Is that how that works?
It does empower.
Empower. Empower, absolutely. So I guess my point is, you guys was like, hey, yeah, we gotta get rid of Crown. We gotta get rid of Famous and Lulu, and this whole Empire shit will be over. No, they will always add a brand new character to be like, yeah, we're gonna keep this shit going. And right now it's gonna be Cartier and Liza. Those two. They're gonna keep that shit going. I'm telling you. This joint ain't going away.
He made Dave Chappelle proud with the slap. Actually, I see your point. I would say Bernie Mac in
yes, head of state, right?
Head of state.
Yeah. He's like, hey, welcome, Mr.
He just got off the plane, smacking the straight off the bus. No, train. He got off the train, just smacking the straight shit out of people. I was like, yes. Yeah. I was like, that shit was absolutely hilarious. And then he gave him a tip, though.
How high with Mike Epps? Mike was like, man, so give me my powder. Give me my big powder.
I was like, damn it. I do like his character. I would like to see, more him and no Famous. Why is Famous rapping and holding like he's a country music star? Like he's like, he's coming up with his new beats. Like he's like, oh shit, I got to talk about my real life being in holding for 3 hours. Fuck, I'm in the real.
And they just happened to recognize that he was the streets need a body dude.
Right, just to shit on him, like and not, I don't know, ass rape him. I feel like his shoes was gonna go or he was gonna get raped, huh?
In holding?
Maybe his shoes. Like his shoes are raped. One of them. To be like, if you ain't out here by the night, you sucking something. Like that's gonna happen. Like
I was shocked. I was just shocked that they knew, like I'm thinking like, okay, is Famous really famous then in the sense that like they knew his songs, right? Because like you talking about back then, there wasn't really like no internet, right? So his stuff had to be on the radio, but had to be on the radio a couple of times for them to recognize and be like, oh, you're the whole Streets Need a Body guy. Like, which means you heard that more than once. So I was like, okay, so why is this man like living in a squandered ass apartment? Like, it just, I don't know. It just seemed really weird.
Still in the projects when they were on the radio.
It's like they don't want to get out. They gotta keep it real. He was a well-known producer and a drug with a drug addiction who owes money to a lot of people. Who was?
I think it's on
Crown. Huh?
Crown?
Oh, Crown. Yeah. You're right. So there's many reasons why he can ended up dead or just missing, right?
Yeah, but your interest in the company doesn't just disappear just because you disappear.
It's power. Like,
no, I know it'll be like it'll be a letter,
cousin or something. Yeah. There's gonna be a new character, and it's gonna be like Crown's brother, cousin, somebody
gonna come in and be Lou's new partner. It's like, damn it. Yeah. Famous is in jail, reminding me of Kid and Play. Yes. Yeah, that was true. I like that. And House Party when they went to jail. He was like, "Can I just use the phone?" I was like, hilarious.
I was thinking of Trading Places. Like, so you the jive turkey from the joint the other day.
He's like, yeah. So close. Ain't no, it's not a good idea being a jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's what they should. That's what they should have did.
That's good.
That's what they should have did. That would have been a better.
It's the right time too. They're still using that sort of, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, they're dragging the shit out. I was like, I need bodies to start rolling faster. Also need more Italians.
More Italians.
Also, so the guy in Newark.
I was about to say, who quits a drug job? Like, this ain't Kinko's. You don't get mad at your boss and be like, oh, I'm done with you guys and prance out. Is that how drugs work?
You could. I doubt it. But again,
I don't think he quit for good. I think he's just pissed that he got replaced.
But we never actually saw him work. Like this scene with a mix. Huh?
Because he was in Jersey.
But I'm saying we never saw the Jersey operation. Like this would have.
There was no Jersey operation.
There was. It was just off camera. It didn't make
like most of the story is on camera.
I was like, if we would have saw him slinging a little bit, had some customers, had a crew, and then he gets the wool pull out from under him, like when because we just watched book 1 yesterday. So when Dre and Kanan took over the RSK like territory, like that meant something because you saw the RSKs like run the territory, and then you kill 3 people, and all of a sudden Dre and Kanan just move in. Like that made some type of sense. Like I was like, this don't make any sense. You one dude, and now you're like, I'm gonna take my toys and go where? What the fuck?
Yeah, but with all those drugs, right? Okay, there was a bunch of drugs in there, right? And I guess money too. They just got Unique in there. Oh, I mean,
what was he doing? Was he just watching the drugs? Because he was reading a magazine.
Exactly. And remember, he's doing, and it was funny that part because she said, "Don't put your feet up." And what did he do immediately? He put his feet on the furniture. Yeah. And I was like, okay, but so he's gonna just sit there and watch the drugs
because off camera there's a crew who actually does the street work, and he's just in charge of them, but we see none of them.
No, but that means you would have to hire more people.
Well, he would have to hire people that he particularly trusted, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but again, like the world is gonna start there or something, and like we get none of that. How did Famous get out so quick? That was Detective Howard.
So he's in Jersey. He was asking about not leaving Queens, but now he's in Jersey.
Also true.
Right.
Also true.
But that was when it was his organization, right? So now basically he's putting himself in control of the New Jersey. Well, the Italians put him in control of New Jersey, right? So Unique is going to use that to his advantage, and eventually he's going to become what he was in Queens. He's gonna eventually get rid of Rock.
Off camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Yeah. We're gonna have a couple more family dinner scenes. At some point.
They have Sunday dinner every Sunday. They do not miss a Sunday dinner.
This drug dealer comes home, cooks dinner for her
and
family.
makes potatoes from scratch.
No.
She's sitting there mashing the potatoes.
Mashing them, yeah.
And she washes the dishes.
Yes, she
I
does.
was like, that's a good woman.
Well, Lulu always helps though.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, but she's like, this is my house. I take care of the kitchen. I was like, beautiful. Again, family drama. I actually thought the Italians was gonna kill Damon and give Unique the New Jersey project. I mean, they could have did that. If this was a better show, they would have. Oh, fried chicken again. I did not notice the fried chicken.
Did she make fried chicken? I didn't even notice that. I noticed the potatoes, but I didn't notice she made chicken again.
Damn it.
Black people love chicken.
Burke and Famous are on the chopping block for sure. But again, Burke is turning into Greg, and then and just so like she got to go, and Famous is almost like Zeke. That he's just like too stupid to live. Like it's like why are you still alive?
I'm just thinking about all those little memes that show Zeke like
this. I was like, what was it? Who did I say he looked like the guy from Fat Albert?
Yeah, Mushmouth.
Oh, the dude with the lip.
I say he looked and sounded like Mushmouth. I was like, damn it, he does. I was like, oh man. I was like, he has to go.
What did Titus fall when he was running? Like, it was just so pitiful.
Also, let's talk. I thought it was bullshit for Kanan was like, he didn't even turn around. He just kept on running.
But that's a rule, though. That is a rule. I'm not turning around because if I turn around, I might fall and then I get caught too. I'm not turning around if I'm running.
He felt like a white woman in a horror movie. Like
he really did.
I mean, he's like, I can't.
Because who wants to go to jail? Nobody.
I'm like, but you try. Why was one? And then also, why was Famous the one carrying the bag of money in the first place?
Exactly.
Because he told him to get the bag while he was beating up Freddie.
Yeah. And as they off
get out, you get the bag back.
You can't get the bag back.
They didn't think about it.
Yeah, I guess he could. Yeah.
Famous magically gets his chain fixed and puts it on him. So in the time frame that he puts his chain back on, Kanan should have the bag of money, and then you get away. I mean, but I'm like, this doesn't make any kind of sense. And then,
that's
my brother. What's up, Chris?
You said with him run. You talking about Kanan running away?
No, I'm saying like there makes some effort. So like, come on, and maybe Famous is like, go man, go, but
you grab the bag and you leave Famous and you
take the bag off and be
like,
remember,
go. Kanan
he was too far ahead.
He was ahead.
Yeah, and then he turned around. He saw. He's like, oh shit.
He made no effort to help his friend. That's because he heard the cop. He was like,
yeah,
there was no way he was gonna make it to. Was that who's? Wait, what was that? Stacey, was that you? Stacey got that guilty look on her face. Stacey's like,
sorry about that. She's like, she texted right now. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. This damn show. We still talking about it. She's like, I'll be done with them in a minute. Thank you, baby. I'll be back. Like DoorDash will be here in 5 minutes. Shut up. I know that. Okay.
Make sure you tip.
No, but okay. So when Kanan was running, if he would have stopped and grabbed the bag off of him, that's too much time. It's way too much time. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going.
Think of Shane and Otis.
Huh?
Think of Shane and Otis. All right. You got to keep on going. You slow. You go.
We're surrounded by walkers, and this is a TV show. Like, let's be real. This is a TV show. Like they could have made him this a little tad more realistic. He makes.
Oh no. In my opinion, that was realistic because
I'm sorry if I see cops
is realistic.
If you were a couple feet away from me and I see the cops got you. Like in the split second, I'm thinking like, holy shit! By the time I get to you, the cop's gonna get me too.
Yes,
I'm gonna keep going. I'm
gone.
It is barely a second.
Throw the bag
but
that'll be unrealistic. I don't know who in their right mind as they fall on the ground that they're just gonna be like, as I'm falling,
he was stuck to the ground. All of a sudden,
like it's an action movie. Who does that?
I can't.
No.
But then he returns.
Who does that?
He returns to the police station. Like, I mean, if he was so worried about being arrested, why do you return to the police station and be like, "Hey, I'm here to get my friend that you were chasing"?
I'll give you that. That part. No, I agree on that part. I'm just saying, as far as him running away, that was realistic. Like, I'm sorry, you get caught up with the cops. It's every man for themselves. That's just what it is.
And then you go home and you're like, "Mama, can you get my friend out of jail? He's my brother." I was like, "You left your brother." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here." He's like, "Well, he's my brother."
Their brother said, but you gotta give him mom.
But that showed the kid side of him. Because he's still a kid.
Yeah. I was like, this bad writing.
That was a huge line.
That was realistic to me.
That was realistic. That was a very important line, like to kind of like something for Kanan to remember, but be like, it's like, yeah, that's your brother, but you got a different mother. She need to handle that. Like, I was like,
money, mom. So you might want
life lessons right there.
He shouldn't went to Palomar and be like, "I'm upset. Could you comfort me,
my
brother?
Can you help me feel good?"
He's like, "Help me feel good." The writer should have killed off Famous and kept D-Wiz for Kanan. Facts.
Yeah, they should have. I believe that. But remember, because Famous is gonna die, and that's why Kanan's son is named Sean. So his name was not D.
If they stick to the story.
Yes.
Because we still don't know who's soon to be baby mama's supposed to be unless it's Palomar. It can't be. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not her.
She looked like she probably had that girl at 13, maybe.
Yeah.
She could be like Mercedes.
She could. Girls get their period at 12. I was like, time after that.
Tag team. Anyway, that's something else. Famous. Just too corny.
Damn it, you got images in my head now. Son of a bitch.
It's coming. Or somebody is.
Anyway, absolutely.
And then the daughter is picking up what the mother is doing with Kanan.
What mama's putting down.
Yeah,
and she good with it.
Hey,
as long as you leave me leftovers.
Yo, I mean, I've seen this story before.
I think this has happened before. I think she knows her mother. Her mother's probably slept with many of her boyfriends. See,
and that would be a storyline. Like you
it's coming. I believe it's coming for sure.
I'm saying that could be, we could be working that together. All
right, bad choice of words.
Howard called.
I know, right?
Howard called Famous the clown. Right. I was like, yeah. I mean, he is. But yeah, he is. It's like, why are you still with this dude? So when he dies, you're like, that was my brother, and now he in the ground. That's another thing I was hoping for. She said, Laverne is my daughter. Friend said, who the fuck's Laverne? Like, look, they only know Jukebox, right? So I'm like, again, it would have been a nice scene. Why did they call you Jukebox? I can sing anything from the radio. I like to sing, something like that. Like, again, the opportunity tied to book one. Like these are.
We've already established. Do I have to text you again? We've already established that this show in season 1 of Power, or any season in the Power universe, has nothing to do with this show. This, two separate shows.
I'm like, they had good opportunities.
Oh, they have opportunities many times to tie it together. Yes.
Yeah. What do y'all think is gonna happen next? Symphony is gonna get them draws. And let's see what else. Famous gonna
Symphony's gonna get Rock's draws again.
Oh yeah. I think maybe she's like, I took it too much last season, so like I need to stay dressed. Like I'm surprised she is still dressed, to be honest. I really thought it was gonna be Cartier or Symphony or both. I mean, I
don't think she's gonna give it up to Cartier.
I don't think so either. I think she's using him for his
knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants it to happen. Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
But that ain't. Yeah.
He fat shaming him because he little chub.
No, I mean he was good.
No,
sugar. He was. Yeah. I mean, he was fine.
He's a chub.
He is chubby, but that's.
Like, ladies, which one would you rather see naked, Symphony or Cartier?
What the hell? It ain't even about that.
It is about that.
Yeah,
it absolutely is about that.
No. Like, Rock even said before. Rock was like, "Yo, you were a vacation. Like you were like." That's why she hooked up with him, because he was different. He was away from all of that. Cartier was basically like, I don't think she wants that anymore. You know what I mean? She don't want anything like a DEFCON. That's what it is.
Yeah, like it's not about looks. I think it's just about the fact that she doesn't want to hustler anymore.
No, I'm saying like the producers of the show, they're like, we don't want to see Hollywood with his clothes off. Like that's. He
was in Queen Sugar sleeping with On Vi.
Did you see him topless on top of her?
Well, I mean, I've seen him topless, yeah, and I've seen him in the back of her.
Wasn't there a big old sex scene in Notorious?
Show. They didn't show a lot of actual.
Wasn't there a sex scene in Notorious? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's Biggie. That's different. He has to be big, Chris.
He's still a fat motherfucker. What you talking about?
That's not the same thing.
He's still a fat fuck. What you talking about?
Yeah, Biggie was huge, and he was sleeping with very tiny women.
So I'm saying, I'm like, but like this Cartier ain't that character. They have to do that. He's gonna be in the next episode. Yeah, we established that Symphony's gonna be next episode. Stacey, where's my DoorDash at?
15 minutes.
Oh, I was just kidding. You actually did order DoorDash? Nobody wants to see him sweating, breathing hard. Nobody wants to see that shit. Hey, you know that reminds me.
Maybe that's how he dies. Maybe he has a heart attack.
Is that what this channel is doing?
I'm not fat.
Say no.
Yeah. I said he looked round. And also,
you work on
Howard kept on the white beater because he was like, I can't take my clothes off. I can't be like the other men in this show, taking it all off with the sex scenes. I was like, nah. He's like, I ain't doing that.
Never see like an old ass woman.
Tommy had some love handles. He got naked. And Tommy was a little chunky on the sides.
I don't remember all that. I wasn't looking at all that. I'm saying when I look at Cartier, I can see that. It'll say a little bit different. I was like, but it's I take it that was there. Anyway.
Well, absolutely, you're not even supposed to be looking at Cartier. You're supposed to be looking at the woman that he's banging.
And I'm like, and where's that supposed to happen? Like he's supposed to be the smooth businessman. Again, I don't know. We got a few more episodes. We will see who's gonna get who. Zisa's definitely gonna get it.
I mean, you're gonna just forget about the craziness we already saw in P Valley. Okay.
I was like, that's a whole different show, as Kim pointed out. That's a whole different show. And I don't think we'll be taking it to that levels.
That's
a whole different.
That's a lot different, actually.
That's all. He said a little.
I kind of want, after all this talk about Tony Deep, I kind of do want Marvin to go kill her. Oh, okay, before and like she's like taking care of her fiance, and then she gets done, and then he kills her. Like,
why is he killing her? Like, why?
I need something to justify this constant conversation about her. Like, if this was a legitimate drug show, like crime show, he would be worried about her testifying against him because she is the only witness, and that would have been a storyline. But this is not that show. It's kind of disappointing.
She's no threat to him anymore, so it doesn't make sense that he needs to be tailing her and.
Yes.
I don't know. You know what they say. Once you go white, you see the light. I mean, that's.
I know that was a problem.
I've never heard that.
That's probably what he's thinking.
Don't let your fiance watch this video. Also, back to Marvin though. Again, his personal journey, his development, like him with the therapist is awesome. Like as much as his comedy is also genuine, like he's really trying to make progress, and I love that. I really did.
And he really does like her. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
she likes him. Yeah.
And it seems somewhat genuine, right? Like it's not like just like him and Tony. Like it's like they're trying to like develop this relationship, you know, to an extent. It's still unethical because that's her client. But like, but it's and I do like how they're developing, and I like how he tried to describe his business like they don't know he's a fucking crack dealer. Like
he has on 7 chains, 7 huge ass gold chains with huge medallions. And the way he's trying to talk is like, well, I was at the office with Bob. It's like, dude.
I said a jewelry store.
It's
that's a good one.
1991. The crack epidemic is raging. He is a black man with chains on his neck, and he's on some kind of probate. Like
he's for drug dealers.
I was like, he'd be like, I'm Jacob the jeweler, who also went to jail once they start speaking his name too many times. like there's got to be something to this. But anyway, I thought that was hilarious. He actually reminded me of Huck. You remember when Huck with the Alcoholics Anonymous, and he was talking about how murdering people? We talked about whiskey. That shit was hilarious, right? I was like,
everybody was uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was like, I do whiskey. I love the taste of whiskey. I just sometimes I can't. I need about 3 or 4 times, and when I get it, I gotta choke it. I mean, I gotta just hold it and appreciate it. But I was like, Marvin always brings the humor. Tony D gave me Carrie Ingram vibes.
Carrie Ingram?
Yes.
Oh,
from Professor.
Okay.
From where?
The Professor.
From Tariq's Professor.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Actually, I would say that's Palomar. I mean, I would go with that. Definitely. Marvin got to go to anger management, so he needs to move on from Tony. Also true. I would agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just gotta see what Marvin.
Wait a minute. Rock is the baddest female in power history.
What the fuck?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
That's on no.
I think it means the most gorgeous looking.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Actually,
she is.
Yeah,
as far I think, you know what? I might have to agree with that. I'm trying to think of someone who's better than that. I think, yeah.
I mean, Professor Milgram is not a slouch. She's a pretty woman.
Yeah, she just like, she's some Valley Girl type, like beautiful, like type deal. It's just like, it's cool, but that's like, that's like Stacey. Yeah, she's pretty, but she's like Stacey Dash pretty. Where it's like, she's gorgeous and whatnot, but you can only handle her for so much. You know what I mean? Like Stacey Dash. You know what I mean? So, but
what about Palomar? Palomar is well, let me not say that.
No, Palomar is good, but
she's not prettier than Rock. She's not.
Palomar, Palomar's no Rock.
She's not prettier than Rock. That's true. Because I was thinking about, because she has a large head in real life. Her head is humongous.
That was
it is. She's got a big head. Yeah, she does. She's like, you know who her boyfriend is, Stacey? The dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, does he have a big head too? They the big head twins.
Oh,
they go together.
Really?
Yeah. They both got big heads.
Will you do Cobra Kai soon? No.
What? No Cobra Kai?
I need a Cobra Kai, man. I ain't doing Cobra Kai. I do Cobra Kai, not doing Quantum Leap.
You know what, Chris? You could do Cobra Kai by yourself, and David could just let you be on the channel by yourself. Like, do your own video, but it's presented by
Iron Panther. Like I remember I've interviewed Chris about a few movies that he saw during the COVID, and I was like, nah. But I was like, hey, what you got, man? And I was like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, we did a few of them. I forgot about that.
Yeah. We did Tenet. Remember we did Tenet? And I was like,
oh yeah. He's just like, is it worth seeing in theater? That's right. That was the last time we did that.
Yeah, and then also that shit Mutants one.
Oh, New Mutants. That's right.
That was like trash. Yeah. Anyway, Symphony.
Yeah, we can do that for Cobra Kai. I mean, I don't mind doing whatever. I don't know. I'm looking at your face. Never mind. They ain't happening. Never mind. Looking at his face. Yo, it's because of him, y'all. I don't want to do Cobra Kai, but look at his face. We couldn't even do Better Call Saul, which was probably arguably the best show that was on TV. I'm just saying.
All right, look, I can't.
Better than Game of Thrones.
Other than Breaking Bad.
Well,
I mean, it's just in the same family.
It's the same universe. Right?
Just typical power writers. If you notice, everyone has sympathy for the white characters. I was like,
what white characters?
What white characters? It's only Tony.
Develop sympathy for the white character. give a fuck about these white characters. I mean, Holly was dead as fuck. nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was like, oh, Holly. I was like, and,
like I didn't give a fuck about Holly.
Yeah.
I don't think the only one that I care about that's white in the Power universe is Tommy. Everybody else can get a bullet. I don't care about any of them.
Yeah. Sympathy. Sympathy. Smooth, but the unique God. 01. What?
Yeah, Symphony is smooth, but Unique just got his swag. Unique the way
yeah. Like
he's got a
he got it. He instead of like this show should, I guess, focused on him, Marvin being like his nemesis, and like that would have been a good show. Marvin
the way
more
he
serious.
was talking to Lulu, the way he was disrespecting Lulu in front of his sister and brother, and nobody said anything. Like if it was, I'd be like, look, that's my brother. We got our issues, but my brother's name does not need to come out your fucking mouth.
Right?
Like I can disrespect him. You can't say shit. Nah.
Unique runs it every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Last season, he shitted all over Rock.
Oh, what about Brayden? Good point, JT. Brayden.
Oh, yeah.
Brayden. Right. Yeah. I don't have sympathy for Brayden, but I do like Brayden.
Yeah, he cool. He cool. That's not the same thing. Yeah. And then they turned that fucker into Trump's kid for some reason. Like they did a lot, but then also they made him.
But if he got a bullet, I'd be okay with that too. Like I don't care. I don't have sympathy for Brayden either.
Really, not Brayden?
Tommy, yes.
Yeah.
Brayden,
We have had 5 seasons of Brayden being there and breaking down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Tommy took you to some emotional shit. Like when he
found his downs of Tommy, the way that Joseph
he took out Proctor. Fuck him. He took out freaking Proctor.
That was too much.
I'm still mad at that.
Proctor, this is the thing. Proctor, I loved Proctor. I did. I'm sorry, people. I loved Proctor. But if Proctor would have stayed, the show would have. After a while, it just would have went down because he needed to die. It was time.
It was too much though. Like the death was too much. That was like they took season 6 too far. Like I was like with that kind of shit. Like I felt like book 1 with the shit once Kanan and Ghost started working together. I'm like y'all ran out of storyline at this point. When they all sitting up there in the car together, I was like, yeah, we need to wrap this shit up.
Like the 3 Musketeers.
Yeah, I was like,
Kanan was in the back seat, like, what we doing? What we doing?
You guys like Italian? I was like, this is no, this is y'all went too far. Like Jay Moore reviews try to play politics with me because I said the show was disappointing.
Well, he's on payroll, so he got to defend the show.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. Like I said, no, nobody pays for us, and we would keep it that way. You know, we got jobs. So
because he was in episode 1 of
book 4, right?
Yeah.
Good point, JT. What about Proctor's daughter though? What about I'm telling you, I still think she's going to kill Tommy.
We all said that. We all said that.
Absolutely is.
Seriously,
and she's gonna be fired too, because I think they're gonna allow that little girl to grow up.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful little girl. She's gonna grow up to be a beautiful woman. And at the end of Force's Run,
got her hair red.
She's gonna kill.
Man,
because I changed my name. My name is Holly, motherfucker. Like she's
gonna have an assassin outfit. She's gonna have the lingerie
and skates.
Yep. It's
the skate. Oh shit!
High stilettos.
Not the skates.
Like Family Business.
She's gonna be double cross. She's gonna be coming down the street in Chicago on some skates and be like, bam. No. Boop. I was like, we all agree. Now that Gary Linden is in charge, if he takes the show to its conclusion, Lisa Marie coming back, right? Like I said, she's gonna dye her hair red. She's gonna
have pink sneakers on.
Oh no.
She's gonna dye her hair
bubble
red
gum and everything.
And then she gonna seduce Tommy to a bitch. She's like, I like you, girl. You got some fire in you. And be like, boop, like, this is my daddy.
No, Tommy's gonna say there's something familiar about you. I don't know what it is, girl. I don't know. And she's gonna be like, oh, you don't? Boop. Yep.
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Same thing. He was like, Nucky was like, why? For my daddy, bitch. I was like, oh, that's right. The son. We forgot about the son.
That's right.
I was like, and Tommy was on.
Yes, he was on there. Yep.
I was like, yeah.
Tommy was on there?
Tommy, remember Tommy was on there? Yeah, Tommy was on there.
I don't remember. I just remember.
I don't even remember that.
On there.
He wasn't on there for long, but he was on there. Yeah,
he was
play like Al Capone's gangsters or like henchmen or something. Like
he was a henchman. He was
a henchman, but he wasn't like in the forefront, right? But he was. You saw him. He was character acting, right?
He was on Banshee. Nobody remembers him from Banshee.
No, I didn't remember him from Banshee.
He was on Underground too.
Huh?
Underground.
Oh yeah, he played that little hobo, long-haired dude. I remember that.
Wow. I know he was on Grey's Anatomy as a pregnant guy.
Yeah. Everybody just knows on Ozark getting his penis taken off. You know. Yeah.
Well, he was like Tommy Light. You know, light with light of penis.
A few inches shorter.
Huh?
He's a few inches shorter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like because he had the 12 inches of snow, as we found out with Keisha. I was like, too much. Anyway, all right, guys. Let's wrap this shit. Kim, anything else for Kanans?
Yeah, Tisha Campbell does have a big head. Yeah, she does. Like Paloma. That's true.
Yeah, Palomar. Yo, I'm sorry, but Palomar can get it. Tisha Campbell can't.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tisha Campbell right now is like my age.
We talking about Trisha. We talking about the same. We talking about from Martin. Anyway. Martin Trisha Campbell. We talking about the same Trisha Campbell.
Yeah.
Yes.
From Martin, bruh. She had everybody fooled in the 80s. Like, damn, she looked good in the house party, and then we saw there's like
she was just light skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, I saw a meme about her. They were like, yo, there was like somebody says like, you know how they say black don't crack? They was like, well, she must have got on her mother's side or something like that. This was age.
That's messed up, man.
She don't have enough melanin in her skin, so she's starting to age quickly.
Yeah. Uncoupled, we were like,
yeah, light skinned people, they don't have enough melanin.
Time jump past the BS to force to on. Time past the BS on Force to make it better. They don't need a time jump. They just need the better writers. I mean, I'm saying.
You know what? You don't think they need a time jump for this though?
No. He said Force. He said on Force.
Oh, for Force. Oh, okay.
No, they need a time jump for sure. Chris, for this.
Dragons this shit. Like they like every episode needs to be 3 years, so they can like speed this shit up. Like I'd be like, come on.
that would be a little bit too.
I was like, shit. It needs to be 1995 tomorrow, next week. I need to be like, okay, let's get.
Wow.
I'm in high school, like, and then we got.
So wait, this is season what? 3, right?
Two,
right? Two. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe they're gonna at least have 4 seasons. So I think 3 years would be too much.
It depends on how far they want to take it. If they take it to him getting arrested, you need to get to years, right? I mean that's a lot of time. We slow down 995 when he meets up with Ghost and Tommy. We still got to get Breeze. I mean, again, we don't know the end game of this show. But I mean, I would imagine him meeting Ghost and Tommy will be the end of the series. Because in theory, we know how him
meeting. I think they're not even gonna do Tommy and Ghost. I think it's just gonna be him meeting Breeze, and it's gonna end. That's it.
Yeah, that's probably it. All right. That being said, Kim, anything else for this before we go?
No, I mean, this was a really good episode, and so I'm hoping the next episode keeps going. I don't know why they would bring Symphony back. Like, I'm serious. There's no point in him. Like, I love looking at him. He's a good-looking guy, but I'm like, I feel like there's no reason for him. There's no.
He said bye twice.
Yeah. Yes. Just let the dude leave.
Like long buys.
Yes. Like stop calling me. The last time he said to her, "Leave me alone. Stop calling me."
He walked away in Virginia. Like he didn't have a car. Like he just walked off into the distance. Yeah. Like I was like, "What? Where are you going?" Like
I think his car was parked somewhere off camera.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This ain't family business. Like,
he walk around the corner, but yeah, I other than that, I mean, I'm hoping the episode is as good as this one was. So we'll see.
We'll see. Chris, what you got?
I don't know. I just thought the episode was okay. But I don't know. I agree with you guys as far as this whole record thing. They just need to did this whole thing. Just did it completely. And then show more Marvin. And then that's pretty much it. So yeah.
And more eating. I want an eating contest between Marvin and Tommy. Who would win?
I think Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin always got something in his mouth. Yeah.
Didn't he have beef jerky? Like in the group therapy session, it was something in his hand. He was saying, I think
I don't remember what it was, but
in this episode, I think he had it, but in the last one, he had like chips.
It was last time, but this time I think it was long. I think it was beef jerky this time. Anyway, always eating. Stacy, please. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Bye, Kim. KJB says bye, Kim.
Bye.
Did Black Hamptons? Yes, we did Black Hamptons already. Our top videos actually. Black Hamptons is doing that quite well actually.
Why?
I don't even, because nobody else reviewed that shit. They're like, why? They're like,
no, actually there were people, but it was like maybe 2 people, because I not Googled it, but I went on YouTube and put it in, and maybe 2 people other than us did it.
See?
That was it.
We covered.
This dude said Selena. He said Lulu and Selena are the new empire.
I said that until this episode. Like the end of this episode, I saw Aaliyah. But up until now, I've been saying,
girl only knew.
Yeah. That's what I said. American Gigolo will be in a second, actually.
Yep.
We're about to do that right now. So anyway, thank you guys very much for joining us again. Thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel. 1,500 plus. We are moving forward, and we greatly appreciate your support. You're the reason why we do this. And ain't for the money, because as we said, you don't get paid for this shit. That's why we can say these shows are shit when they are shit. 50 Cent said,
are you saying that if we were making money, you would lie?
Hey, I got
untruths.
I got bills to pay. I would be like, this show
Exactly.
50 has done it again. Oh yeah,
this is amazing.
I have nothing but great things, and we shall be interviewing him. That's why I couldn't interview none of these people, because I'd be like, hey, Symphony, you need to do better in your life, right? Like you must have not lying.
Yeah, Big Old Bill interviewed Crown Quincy.
Oh, he did.
Interview everybody.
Yeah,
he's coming out with some song.
That
man.
Well,
he's had like a CD.
He and Zeke and he need to get together.
Exactly.
I'm single. That would
and
do
Famous.
Oh yeah,
Famous can rap on it.
Once Famous dies, all 3 of them and be like Power Heaven. It'd be like the Power Heaven single. Like they just putting it out. So that would be hilarious. I like that's what we're doing. Anyway, hello. Anyway, guys, thank you guys very much. We're gonna get back to dick slinging on American Gigolo. So Stacey can be like, it was a lot. And a lot of things I didn't think was gonna happen.
And it's a lot. It was a lot of flashes too.
I was like, whoa,
tons of flashes. Yeah.
I was watching it at the gym, and I was like, I gotta cut this shit off and watch it at home in the dark. But anyway, all right.
With some lotion.
With some lotion.
Or it gets.
Are we looking at the same show?
No, I was like, oh shit. I was like about that. I was like, I keep watching this thing in front of people. They might